Hello, Americans. This is Mad Actress. The mic went silent today for one of the world's oldest syndicated radio personalities, my favorite radio personality. Paul Harvey was born in the closing days of the First World War in Tulsa, Oklahoma. His father, Harry, was a civilian member of the Tulsa Police Department. He was murdered when Paul was just 3 years old. While in high school, Paul was prompted to begin his long radio career by a teacher. He began working for the station as a janitor, but eventually was allowed on the radio, reading commercials and the news. He broke from his radio career only once, briefly, to serve in the Air Force during World War II. In 1940, he married Lynn Cooper, a former school teacher who eventually became his producer, the first woman to produce a news broadcast, and the first producer inducted into the Radio Hall of Fame. In Chicago, where Paul restarted his radio career after his military service, he quickly became the most popular man on the airwaves. He hosted a string of news radio broadcasts on various stations before eventually ending up being syndicated everywhere. His work is now listened to by an estimated 22 million people each week. He has been called the largest one-man network in the world. Though well-known and well-loved, he has not been without his criticisms, mostly that he too well mixes content and commercial. He himself has said of supporting his sponsors that he was, quote, fiercely loyal to those willing to put their money where my mouth is. Regardless of their criticism, however, all must admit that he has a rare style and ability to captivate an audience. Paul has, for decades, given us insight into and information about the news of today, and tales of and intrigue about the events of yesterday. He has entertained and educated all in the same breath. He has told us the grand stories of some of history's greatest women and men, and now he joins those historic figures for whom he has told the rest of their story. Paul Harvey Aurandt died February 28, 2009, at age 90. Paul Harvey Aurandt, better known to you and I as Paul Harvey. And now you know the rest of the story.